Eyes of the Skin is a video game of quilted textiles. It's accidentally the first video game made of entirely quilted textiles, but I wanted to create a scenario of where you're trying to get out of the woods and these creatures are trying to get you to stay in the woods, and it can be interpreted in a bunch of different ways, but it's really how I view anxiety and depression being obsessed with me, and thinking about like the mental landscape as being like a garden that we need to tend to before it becomes like an overgrown forest. I'm Jen Clay, and welcome to Eyes of the Skin. This work is the culmination of, I think, all the projects I've made in the past, and I've just been trying to get at depicting the feeling of shame and fear and the scrutiny from others too, like that big I feeling. And I've just tried to show that in a bunch of different ways. I really wanted to create like a very welcoming environment, but at the same time address these more difficult thoughts and feelings. Because often, like with depression and anxiety, we hear those words all the time. We become dull to them, but I wanted to make like a real depiction of what I feel like it's like to have that for people that don't experience it, but also for it to be a reprieve for people that do experience it, where they can really like sit and chill and be in a cozy environment. And I think that textiles create like a welcoming atmosphere. And with the shag rugs and the seats and even just like projecting textiles, it's like I'm just trying to like heal myself maybe. Like maybe I'm just trying to feel like I'm literally just trying to feel comfortable like in life. I wanted to create public programming to bring in people that maybe would never feel comfortable in a museum setting, or who may, like I wanted to attract people that may have not come to this space otherwise. I wanted to highlight and showcase my collaborators. So I created a talk program called Soft Sanity with Tayina Deravile, who worked with me on the dialogue, and then a performance with runners who have never been in a performance before, and that's with my soundscape artist, Elise Anderson. And I want to make work where like people look at it and no one feels like I have no way to access that. And I think that is kind of exciting with video games, with like creating something that can go and live on beyond the art world, beyond this venue. It can go and extend like into people's lives, and then they can like have these interesting talks with each other.